testing first to see if we are actually live on YouTube. I think it's a little bit of delay on YouTube until I see myself there. Let me check. Yeah, it's working. So we are live. So hello, everyone. Welcome to the 52nd community call. I'm Robert, a developer advocate at the Starknet Foundation, and I will be your host for today. We're excited to have today the OnlyDust team as our invited speakers for this session. We have Greg, the founder of OnlyDust, and Emily, who is in charge of communication and onboarding process for OnlyDust. Our focus for today will be discussing all about getting started with OnlyDust, where we'll discuss in detail how to start contributing on their platform and explore some of the success stories from contributors. For our viewers, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the YouTube chat section or Twitter/X, and we'll do our best to address them. Welcome, Greg. Welcome, Emily. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you. A bit nervous. So this is my first community call, so let's be nice.
Well, nice. I'm the co-founder, so we are two founders with Paco. And we are in direct live from the co-working space, Starknet co-working space in Paris. 30 builders of the Starknet ecosystem. So if someone of you is going Paris, just text me and come and see the community.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I think we can get started with some introduction to OnlyDust. So maybe if you want to share a presentation, or then I'll be able to add that here. So
yeah, let me do that. Let me know if it works. Wait. Share screen, sharing, and
got it.
Is it working?
Yes, we are live. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, great. Okay, so we thought that the easiest to do would be to just present a bit OnlyDust through a presentation. So basically, first we're going to discuss what is OnlyDust, and we can sum it up as a go-to platform for devs to contribute to the most challenging blockchain open source projects. So that is basically what it is. We can say like it's a marketplace to connect. The ambition of OnlyDust is to promote open source, the journey of open source. So the mission or the ambition is to have every developer should contribute to open source and also be rewarded for it. The idea of OnlyDust is for contributors to build their skills, build their network, and also build their net worth, because that is the idea. Is, as I was mentioning in the previous slide, is where is the particularity of OnlyDust is that you can be rewarded for eligible contributions. I forgot to mention, I think that what could be interesting to know is that currently today we have more than 200 active contributors that contribute on a monthly basis. And we have now over 170 projects on the platform. That is on a variety of topics and subjects. So that is pretty cool. And right now, what I've been talking about is mainly contributor focused, but also what we do is we also help open source projects get grants, and we help them distribute these grants to basically contributors yourself, so that you get a share of the value you create. So how do we do this is normally through a committee that we organize on a regular basis. I would say on a bi-monthly basis. So yeah, I don't know if you want to say anything about that part. Or like
no, yes, but basically what we want to do at OnlyDust, like Emily said, for us it's very important that open source contributors are just building the future of blockchain, and the problem is sometimes they are not rewarded for that, even if it creates a ton of value. So what we do, if we talk with foundation, we're like, okay, we have all this amazing project, they are not rewarded. Do you want to help? Do you want to fund them? and they give us a budget. And with the help of the community, it's not just us, it's the community, open source contributor. They have this budget and they vote for the most useful, more active, and more impactful project in the ecosystem. And we grant them, and after that, they can just use it to pay developers like you who are like, oh, I want to help this project because it sounds amazing. And they can receive a grant just without doing paperwork, without doing, without waiting for 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. You just come, you contribute, you code, and after that, you have a small grant. It's not a lot of money, but it's just retroactive for the work you have done, for the value you have created. So for us, it's no more like going, apply, find an ID, try to go in front of the jury and to have money after 3 months. Just come, code, enjoy, meet amazing people, and get rewarded. So it's very simple on OnlyDust.
Yeah.
Awesome. Just to add here, like I think like I myself started contributing a while ago at OnlyDust, and I think the onboarding process is super simple and fun, and it's just a really great experience to contribute to projects, but also for friendships with the developers and the users there. So I really enjoy the whole thing.
And to give you an example, so we are 30 builders there in Paris. So in this shared co-working space, so only Starknet builders and open source contributors, and we have all met on OnlyDust. So it's just people coming on OnlyDust, find a project, create a project together, contributing, and meeting in a conference in Paris, in Tel Aviv, in Argentina, and just after that you find new friends, and just very. It's great.
Yeah, I would say that it's a very strong community and that everyone is really friendly. So there's always like a room for networking, for support. So that's really great.
Mentorship, yes. Yeah. When you say networking, it's about mentorship, people helping you on the tech side and helping you to learn new skills. And it's not, yes. So yeah, I have a problem with the networking because it's very business, like networking. Do you want my... No, it's more like, oh, yes, okay, Robo, can you help?
Yeah, sure, like more guidance.
Yes.
Yes. And I think that's the thing about OnlyDust as well. The platform itself is to make it easy for contributors to choose their projects, to find who are the project leads, to try to find as well, like, where they can join the community or how to reach out, which sometimes, I mean, it saves a lot of time than just going into GitHub and like, finding researching for the projects that you're interested in and like the skills, etc. So this moves on to the next point in the slide about how to choose your project. That's definitely something that contributors tend to ask us often. And so what we would recommend is first to focus on the tech, in the sense of like, what are your skills and what are your experiences, because that's quite important. And you can actually filter that on our platform. And then you can also, to choose your project is based also on the activity. So the activity can be also like how active the community is, but as well, like, is the project like of interest to you? And then at the end, obviously, you can focus on the grants, if they're grants and rewards. But we put this as third because in open source, it's always nice to focus on what you're passionate about, because there's many projects out there that not necessarily have a big budget, but that could later on. So you can focus on that at last, let's say.
Nice. We have actually a question from Twitter or X, and the question is, how can I make sure that my sensitive data is safe when performing KYC on the platform?
Can you repeat that? How safe is the data when you verify your profile?
Yes, or doing KYC on the platform. Yes.
How safe is the data? Well, quite
yes,
safe.
Yes, it's quite safe. Yes, we are using SumSub, so it's our service provider for this. It's there as a leader in the industry, and after that, so we are following the rules of European Union. because we are in France. So if you are afraid for your data, like you have no. I think the problem with European Union is there is a lot of regulation and this kind of stuff. So, but I think in this case it's a good thing. And yes, so I think you are in the safest. We are in the safest country in the world for data, because we have a lot. We have a lot of controls, and I think like we see us as the Coinbase of industry. Like you can do normally people can do this on chain without KYC, without KYB, and are trying to do this by the rules and protecting our customer. So yes, for me it's very safe, and we are working with the leader of the industry and following the rules of the worst country in the world. For companies like us, but the best country in the world for customer like you. So I think it's great.
Yes, and yeah, I think the platform is GDPR compliant because all the EU regulations and
Yes.
that is very protected. So awesome, thank you.
Did you want to say something?
No, it's okay. Do you want to
continue?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm continuing. No, so this is the next slide. So this is basically just to show a bit more about the platform itself. So the fact that, as I was saying, OnlyDust, the aim also of OnlyDust is to make sure that that it is easy to find projects, that it is, intuitive, and we really focus on user experience. So when you go on the platform, you can filter. You'll see the filter box on the left, and depending on, for example, like newbies welcome, which is a good filter to know like which projects take time to onboard newcomers. You can also filter through ecosystems and as well the technologies that you are familiar with. And as well at the bottom, if you have your own open source project, you can add it directly onto the platform, and you'll go on to an onboarding process, which takes 3 steps basically, where you connect to your GitHub. So very easy, very straightforward. But we're always here. We're always here in case there is questions or need assistance. So no problem with that. Oh yes, and so after that, so that was basically like a presentation of what of OnlyDust, what it is. I don't know if right now there's any questions based on that. No, okay, and so cool. And so now this is to talk about the OD hack that is going to happen in a couple of days. That's going to happen next Monday. So,
6 days, yes.
Yes, and so this is actually a great opportunity for newcomers and even regular contributors to come and join, because the idea is to showcase several awesome projects in the ecosystem. Where the project leads take time to create open issues, to create first how'd you say that? First good issues, good first issues. Wait, yes. Which one?
Good first issues.
Good first issues, and so it's a great way, to step in and start contributing. So that is like an event that's happening very, very soon, next Monday. And so this presentation slide was just basically to show how the first edition went, and that it was useful for contributors, but as well project leads. So definitely stay tuned for that, because I will communicate very, very, very soon the projects that are on board for this the second edition, and that we are also going to make it physical. So we're going to have physical meetup areas. So that's going to be mentioned soon as well.
So you just follow OnlyDust and you will have some information soon. Is like tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So just I think it's the best way to be onboarded, because you'll have few projects. We have a very hard selection, and after that it's very easy because we have a lot of good first issue, like between 15 and 20, and it's first arrived, first served. So just follow the information, and if you want to be onboarded, to have a mentor, to have good first issue, to have grants, and to have amazing project, follow OnlyDust, tomorrow announcement, and next Monday you can check the Cairo book on the documentation. You have 4 days.
4 days.
And start for 1 week Monday. And yes, if you are in Costa Rica, if you are like, we'll announce that, but if you are in some country in the world, so you can do this remotely without a problem. And if you are in some country in the world, we have physical event by people of the community who are organizing this. So it's amazing. So if you are in an eligible country, you can just come, meet people physically. So it will be our first edition with 3 or 4 countries. And we are adding like 1 or 2 countries each month. So it's very, very likely that in the next months we'll be able to join physically in your country. So
yeah, so the OD hack is going to be a regular event, monthly event. So great for onboarding.
But check, because normally project is eligible like each 3 or 6 months. So if you see a good project you want to contribute to, go in. Don't wait, because next month it will be too late. So it's an amazing opportunity. So if you find a good project, don't wait for the next month, because there will be another project and maybe it will not suit you like this one. So
it goes fast.
Yes, and yes, good first issue next time, like in 3 or 4 hours, like
gone.
Yeah, so basically make sure to check it out as fast as possible and just act on it and don't wait. That's basically it. I added the OnlyDust Twitter and also the platform to the chat, so they can access for more information later.
And we have the wall of love, I guess.
Yes, this is the wall of love. So that was just a nice way to end the presentation for OnlyDust. So yeah, just to show that yeah, it's nice to also get feedback from contributors and project leads as well in the ecosystem. It always helps us to improve and to basically build better, constantly improve. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to message us on Twitter.
And the best Telegram handle of all time.
And
Bloomy
you can contact me as well. I'm Bloomy B, not Bumblebee, Bloomy B. So feel free to also like ask me any questions. I'm happy to help.
Awesome. Thank you very much for this wonderful presentation. I do have a few questions regarding onboarding. So basically, just to recap, like if someone wants to start contributing, what would be the first thing they should do in this case? Access the
first thing, if it's like if it's a new person, the first thing to do is you go onto the OnlyDust app.onlydust.com and you connect yourself. You log in with your GitHub, and then you start browsing the projects that you would be interested in. So the slide that I was showing, where you can browse through the projects according to different filters, whether it's technology, ecosystem, or just filters like, for example, you want newbies welcome, or an active community, or projects that are the most likely to reward. You can filter that, have the list, and then take some time to look at the projects. And you can get in touch with us, and we help you join, like either reach out to the project leads or join the community, whether it's Telegram or Discord. And we tend to recommend that you always introduce yourself. It's always better to introduce yourself either to the project lead or in the community, and see how you can start contributing. And then when you go on GitHub and find an issue, try to get yourself assigned to it. And just so you know, everything is synchronized between GitHub and OnlyDust. So that is something that sometimes people do ask us about that, and everything is synced.
And the best way to begin Zodiac. So because if you can come in a project, but maybe don't have good first issue, they will do this next week or the week after, or maybe we'll answer you in like few hours or 1 or 2 days, because they are very busy, because it's open source. But if you come and contribute during Zodiac, people are ready, good first issues are ready, grants are ready. So everything is ready and you can come and just begin to code. So the platform is a very good way to start if there is no ODIAC, but if there is ODIAC, just come and go to the ODIAC. It's perfect.
Awesome. Thank you for that wonderful information. I think our viewers will be happy to get started and get onboarded and contribute to some interesting issues, open issues. So, and for myself, I think the platform is really amazing. Last year, you guys did a tremendous job. I think you had over 1 million paid for contributors. So I think.
Yes. Right now it's like,
quite amazing.
Like 3 million now, but
oh my God,
we are doing like 500,000, more than 500,000 each month of grant to open source contributors. So yes, we are growing very fast. Like we have a 20 or 40% monthly growth rate. So we have just more and more contributors, more and more projects. We are working with Starknet, but if you're interested in other good technology, like for example Aztec with like a bit complementary or something like that, it's even possible. But in Starknet we have everything, so if you want to begin Starknet, it's perfect for you.
Exciting stuff. So thank you. And I think for the next topic, we would like to check some of the success stories on OnlyDust. So today we have Beja, who is an OnlyDust contributor and one of the lead of the Ethereum ecosystem in Costa Rica. Welcome, Beja, to the community call. How are you doing? Could you share us kind of like your success story on OnlyDust and how you got started with the platform?
For sure. Thanks, guys, for the invitation. Thank you, Robert, for calling me a success story. I love hearing that. It's pretty funny. One of the first times I hear it. Thank you. My journey with OnlyDust really started a year ago, and not to put it lightly, but honestly, it has changed my life. My life a year ago is vastly different. To put you guys into context, I'm a developer. I'm graduating my university actually in 2 days. So it's my ceremony in 2 days. I'm done with uni. But back last year, right, when I started with OnlyDust, I was still a student and I was also working full time. So throughout this whole time, I've been, contributing to projects on OnlyDust, connecting with people, learning about tech, and OnlyDust really was kind of that North Star for me. Why? Because I've been in crypto and learning about crypto mainly since like 2020, 2021. Tried, the crypto zombies, learning Solidity, but it's not always that easy, right? Sometimes you need a little more guidance. When I discovered OnlyDust through an interview of Danilo, one of the co-founders of Kakadot, and how he was living off of open source contributions, that really flipped the switch in me. It blew my mind, and right away I was hooked. I started diving into the platform, diving into different telegrams of the projects, and slowly but surely, I started contributing small PRs here, small PRs there. I'm not the most technical. I'm working towards it. I'm learning every day because you meet really, really smart people in these different projects, which is also part of the beauty of it, right? You meet really, really talented and intelligent people. But slowly, you start connecting with people, and where has this led to? Hacker houses, around the world. I've traveled to more countries than I ever have, really, since I started contributing on OnlyDust. Web3 and this whole space it's crazy, right? Like maybe to us, it's kind of normal to this point, but it really is something very innovative, very new. And to a lot of people, they're simply not aware of the opportunities, right? Open source software itself it's a whole beast, and OnlyDust is revolutionizing, to me, how you can contribute to projects and such. Companies nowadays, they give a lot of importance to open source contributions. There's a lot of developers. The space is very competitive. So how do you stand out? You contribute to projects. You learn emerging technologies. And to me, OnlyDust is a perfect gateway into that, because you're not only learning, but you're also getting paid, right? So it's the best of both worlds. It has truly changed my life. The first hacker house that I attended in Paris, the first Starknet Hacker House I attended in Paris, it was, thanks to meeting people and contributing through OnlyDust. And the first person that I met at that hacker house was Damien, who is now one of my co-founders. We're building a company out together, right? We're building out Omega Kude Studio, which is a game studio that leverages Dojo. We're building out Starcane specifically, which is a tactical RPG. So just to throw some things out, the opportunities are really endless, and open source software and OnlyDust to me was that gateway. It's a stepping stone. Every person, every developer decides how far they want to take it, and it's just up to the individual, right? And now on a personal level, I'm leveraging all of these experiences, different hacker houses, meeting people, all this knowledge, and I'm creating content now, more so on the Web2 side, right? Because as I said, it's kind of a bubble. It's not really a bubble, but it's very niche, right? Like it's a very niche topic. There's so much growth and room to improve. And so now I'm creating content. I'm leveraging my experiences and growing community here in Costa Rica. As I said, this Saturday, I'm organizing the first OnlyDust meetup in Latin America, if I'm correct, for sure in Costa Rica. But yeah, 85 developers have signed up so far. There's a lot of interest in different universities simply because of how attractive it is. You can contribute to only open source software, learn about emerging tech, blockchain, crypto, ZK stuff. It's exciting. I'm very excited, and I just urge people to explore. Right, my journey has basically been a year-long period of stepping out of my comfort zone. That has really been it. When I've created my first PR, I never thought that I was ready. Even when I create PRs now, right? Like there's always going to be that imposter syndrome, and you only defeat it by taking action and just moving forward every day.
Amazing story, Beja. Really, like a great experience. Seems like you had, and a great journey. Maybe one question from me: what would you recommend, like for the new joiners? What would you be like your kind of like suggestions for new joiners to the platform?
I always suggest people to be curious, always be reading, investigating, and also to connect with people. Right? Yes, I've built out pretty cool stuff on OnlyDust, but to me, most importantly, I've built out really good connections and met really cool people. So surrounding yourself with people who are also in that same that same vibe of this whole space, it's really important, because it's tough when you're surrounded by people who maybe they don't have the same mentality, or simply they're not aware of the opportunities. It's tough. It really is. Doing things by yourself is a lot harder than surrounding yourself with the right people and developers who are eager to help. That's one of the most impressive things that caught my attention in the beginning, how eager developers and maintainers are to help you. You ask a question and you will receive an answer in the different Telegram groups, right? It's all about, stepping out of your comfort zone and just asking and meeting people.
Exactly. I think the community is super helpful and friendly, and there's a lot of great contributions and work that's being done. So super excited about that. I think we kind of like reaching at the end of the session. So maybe Emily and Greg, if you have any last closing thoughts, or you want to say about OD Hack or something.
I think I just want to show you the team are working.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
Hello.
Hey everyone. Everybody seems to be very busy.
Yeah, he just wants a camera, So it was just to show you the team. I hope I was it was in the screen, but it was just to show you the entire team of OnlyDust. So we are 14 people dedicated to help you in your open source journey. So we are waiting for you.
Nice. Super exciting. Awesome. Then, yeah, and from my end, lastly, like if tomorrow, if you're around London, make sure to drop by Stark City. It's a one-day event that unites the local Starknet and Ethereum community under one roof, full of talented speaker and people. I believe you guys will join Stark City, right?
Yes.
We'll see you there.
Yes.
So
we'll be there.
if
With
you
my-
want to, if you want to reach out to Greg, feel free to come tomorrow, and then you can chat with him about OnlyDust or anything in particular if you want to. But yeah, thank you very much. I've added the link in the chat, so for the viewers, they can check the Stark City. And once again, Emily, Greg, Beja, thank you once again for being here. Thank you for coming and sharing your amazing stories and about OnlyDust. To our viewers, thank you for joining and tuning in for the 50-second community call. And yeah, I'm wishing everybody a fantastic day and hopefully to talk to everyone soon.
Thank you.
Thank you all
very much.
Thank you.
Bye.